To the second part of the question, I think that Formula One has a terrific opportunity in America. There's going to be 2 teams.
Wrong question. Motivation. Why did Orson marry Brie? For love or self-interest?
Initially, I think it was hard to discern which because, we had to play it that way because it was about what was going to happen at the end of that season. Hopefully that has morphed a little bit into the recognition again that they are soulmates. That was the word I was looking for. They're soulmates, and that the love is deep and intense and real. And that's what my feeling, and that's how I'm playing it. And that it is real, and that it is, and they are soulmates because they are both so unusual and seem to be. I mean, who else are they going to find, really, except for each other? So that's sort of right.
Okay, just here in the third row.
Hi, Adam from the London Times. I think Mark has indicated that Series 7 would be the final series. Do you think that popular dramas like Housewives have a natural lifespan before they maybe go off the boil? And if that is to the end, do you think it could work as a feature film in the way that Sex and the City was opened out into a film once it finished on TV?
It's possible. He is. At the 100th episode ceremony that we had, the cake cutting, which was kind of fun, he said they're going to extend it to 7 to 9. So Mark agreed to go to 9, which he had said up to that point that he wasn't going to do. But ABC obviously made him an offer he couldn't refuse. I do think shows have a natural life. Having said that, I think if anyone's capable of keeping it on the boil and current and interesting, Mark would be the guy to do it. He just has no life apart from Desperate Housewives. That's what he does. That's what he believes in. And he will not have a life until he finishes. And he's perfectly happy with that. And that's what it takes to have a successful television. I think to have a successful show, you just have to. That's he's married to the show, and he said that, and it's essential. Whether it would work as a feature, maybe. One of the things about Sex and the City was the dynamic of the women together. That's what everyone loved. They loved those meetings. When they got together, everyone sort of shared what was going on. And that was something that was never a part of Desperate Housewives. It's not about seeing everyone together. It's about kind of how they're sort of stabbing each other in the back. So, I don't know. It'd be interesting to try to see if they can make it work. I still like my musical idea.
As a backup. All right, over here on the left.
Good afternoon, John from Scotland. Question in 3 parts, just to keep you in the
I'm a 9 handicap, and I love playing it.
Yep.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
How is your golf game, and are you planning to introduce Callum to the faith and let him play the most fantastic and frustrating sport that was ever invented?
It was about golf. Yeah, that's correct. I hope that I'm going to introduce him to it, and I hope that he has as much pain and frustration as I have had, as all golfers have had, unless your name is Tiger Woods. Although I think Tiger probably has as much pain and frustration as well. Anyway, we'll see how it goes.
And how is your game?
My game at the moment is, I haven't had much time to play. I mean, you can always make time, let's say that. But I haven't, but I have had a couple of great lessons with an old mate of my dad's, in fact, a guy named Jerry Moulds. It's not interesting to anybody else, or not with you. But he was a fellow that my dad grew up with, because my dad's a golfer as well, important. And they reconnected. It turned out Jerry works for the Jim McLean School at PGA West in Palm Springs. So I've had a couple of lessons with him, and he's old school, like really old school, and which has been exactly what my game has needed. So I'm feeling excited again. Thanks.
Bonjour. Serait-il envisageable de créer une série du même genre que Desperate Housewives qui relaterait la vie de 4 hommes en foyer? Et est-ce que cela vous plairait? Sur quoi? Qui relaterait la vie de 4 hommes en foyer. Okay.
She's saying, could you see a series like Desperate Housewives, but with 4 house husbands instead of women?
Yeah, that was interesting. I don't think it's more interesting to watch women. I think goes into stuff. think it was tried too. I'm trying to think of who.
3 Men and a Baby.
Yeah, that was kind of funny. Big Shots is what it was? You know, but again, what you're coming back to is chemistry. I mean, that's one of the top 3 things you need for a successful show. You need a showrunner who knows what he's doing. A writer, creator knows what he's doing. You need to have 2 things. That, and you need a cast that has chemistry. And I was actually talking to my wife, Desiree, because she was one of the creators of Project Runway. And they had a whole thing in the press about that moving to a different network and blah, blah, blah. And they got a new program on Bravo that's sort of exactly like Desperate Housewives, or like Project Runway, but not. And not successful. So it's like, why is it not successful? Well, it's not successful because it's about the chemistry. Even on reality, it's about the chemistry. I mean, we might watch American Idol with Simon and Paula and else, but would we enjoy it as much? I don't know. It's about that chemistry. And that's certainly true for a successful program. Like that's what it's. Someone's speaking up here. Hold on a second. This one is flashing red.
Whose is that? It might be about
It's an Olympus. Olympus.
Go ahead, ask your question.
W5300M.
Sorry, this is going to be our last question. Thank you.
Have you got 2 stars?
Does it have 2 stars?
It's got. You can see better than I can.
It doesn't matter.
No, it's this one. It's beeping. All right, let's finish up with our last question.
Okay.
Thank you.
Going back to the golf, do you play?
Bless you.
Do you play many celebrity friends, and who do you enjoy beating the most?
I play in some celebrity tournaments, which is kind of fun. I find that because I go back to the same tournaments every year, I play. Mark Wahlberg is someone that is there who's very good and hits the ball 1,000 miles. Hugh Grant plays in Scotland with the Dundhill, and we have a friendly competition together. And I also enjoy beating Tiger Woods.
That's in your dreams, then?
In my dreams.
Have you played Catherine Zeta-Jones and Michael
Well, I
Douglas?
played at Michael Douglas had a tournament to benefit the Motion Picture and Television Fund. And I've played in that a number of years. Along with, Kenny G was the other person that I was thinking. Kenny G is an extraordinary golfer. I don't know if the guy that plays the saxophone. Like he's a scratch. Little tiny Kenny G. Anyway, and Michael and Catherine are both, they're both avid golfers. Catherine's quite good. She's very athletic. Good swing.
Have you played against her? Have you beaten her?
She was actually on my team. The teams, we do teams of 3 and 4 celebrities, and she was on my team, and she was, I've had both Catherine Zeta-Jones and Heather Locklear on my teams. It's fantastic. It was a great
It's a nice team.
It's not a bad team, right?
Always surrounded by women.
Surrounded.
All right, I'm afraid we'll have to leave it there. Thank you so much.
Thank you.